Marci Silfrain rose to prominence after a stellar performance in the Robbins World Cup Trading Championship, where she achieved a verified return of over 200%, peaking near 320%. Her approach is widely respected because she focuses on market structure and mechanical simplicity rather than black box indicators or complex retail theories. Her strategy is built on several key pillars. 1. Market structure and trend foundation. Marci views market structure as the primary source of truth. She emphasizes that trends are simply a series of higher highs and higher lows for uptrends, or lower highs and lower lows for downtrends. Trend integrity. She looks for clear structural breaks to signal trend changes. If the structure is intact, she remains with the trend. The chart-staring philosophy. She is a vocal advocate for screen time. She believes that by watching price move for thousands of hours, a trader develops an intuitive sense for when a top or bottom is forming based on how price reacts at key levels. Marci uses a very simple measurement to predict targets. She believes markets repeat their distance during expansion phases. The setup. Identify a clear impulse leg, the first big move. The action. Measure the distance from the lowest low to the high of that move. The target. Project that exact same distance from the bottom of the subsequent pullback. Visual key. If leg A was 20 points, she expects leg B to be 20 points. She looks for price to hit this measured target precisely as an area to take profits or look for a reversal. 2. Bollinger Band utilization. While she advocates for clean charts, Marci uses Bollinger Bands as a specific tool to gauge market extremes and volatility. Mean reversion. She looks for instances where price stretches too far outside the bands, suggesting a move back to the mean, middle moving average, is likely. Volatility squeezes. Similar to the TTM squeeze concepts, she watches for the bands to tighten, indicating an impending breakout. Trend strength. She observes if price walks the bands, stays pinned to the outer band, which confirms a strong, healthy trend rather than an exhaustion point. The box theory. 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. range. She often focuses on the opening range to establish the primary box for the day. The setup. Draw a box around the price action between 9:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. The strategy. Asterisk. Wait for the edge. She avoids the middle of the box where there is no edge. The retest. She looks for price to break out of the box and then retest the top or bottom of that box. Confluence. If this retest happens at the same time price touches a Bollinger Band or a 50% retracement level, the setup is high conviction. 3. Key playbooks and patterns. Marci uses a few repeatable frameworks depending on the market environment. Measured move strategy. She identifies small pullbacks within a larger trend and measures the distance of the previous impulse leg to predict the next target. Break and retest. A classic setup where she waits for price to break a major level, then looks for a confirmation candle showing buyers or sellers have regained control during the retest of that level. First red day / first green day. Often used in overextended moves, she waits for the first structural candle to close in the opposite direction of the trend as a signal that the backside of the move has started. 4. Market structure break, choke. Her visual change of character, chose, is the first sign she uses to stop trading in one direction and look for the other. Uptrend visual, a sequence of steps going up. The protected low is the last step that led to the highest high. The signal. Once price closes below that last step, the character of the market has changed from bullish to bearish. She will no longer buy pullbacks and will instead start looking for measured moves to the downside. Summary of her no-hype visual rules. 1. Clean charts. She uses minimal indicators, mostly just Bollinger Bands and structural lines. 2. High volume areas. She looks for where price stalls and builds a base, the box. 3. Repeatable distance. She treats the chart like a ruler, measuring old moves to find new targets. Mathematical risk management. Perhaps the most critical part of her strategy is her mindset toward loss. Plan to lose. She famously states that traders should enter every trade planning to lose the next 20 in a row. If your position sizing doesn't allow for that, you are over-leveraged. Probability over prediction. She treats trading as a math game. She doesn't try to predict where price will go. She assigns a probability to a setup and relies on a positive expectancy over a large sample of trades. Summary table. The Silfrain framework. Component. Marci's approach. Primary tool. Pure price action and market structure. Secondary tool. Bollinger Bands for volatility extremes. Focus. Futures, indices, and high-volume stocks. Mindset. Extreme obsession / screen time and strict math-based risk. Edge. Identifying exhaustion at structural extremes. She is known for being quite transparent about the grind of trading, often warning that there are no shortcuts or magic indicators that replace the need for deep chart study. To understand market structure at a professional level, you have to look past the candles and see the bones of the price movement. It is the framework that tells you whether the buyers or sellers are currently in control and, more importantly, when that control is shifting. 1. The core components. Swing points. Market structure is defined by swing highs, SH, and swing lows, SL. These points act as the anchor for your analysis. Bullish structure. Characterized by a sequence of higher highs, HH, and higher lows, HL. As long as price continues to make new highs and the previous lows remain untouched, the structure is intact. Bearish structure characterized by lower highs, LH, and lower lows, LL. The trend is confirmed as long as the previous highs are not breached. Sideways consolidation. When price fails to make a new high or a new low, effectively trapped between two horizontal levels. 2. The structural break. BOS versus Chocho. In advanced price action, we distinguish between a continuation and a reversal using two specific terms. Break of structure, BOS. This occurs when price continues in the direction of the current trend by breaking the most recent swing high in an uptrend or swing low in a downtrend. It confirms that the trend is still strong. Change of character, Chukch. This is the first signal of a potential trend reversal. It happens when price breaks the previous swing low in an uptrend or the previous swing high in a downtrend. It suggests that the dominant side has lost its grip on the market. 3. Fractal nature, multi-timeframe structure. One of the most complex aspects is that market structure is fractal, meaning there are structures within structures. Major structure, viewed on higher time frames, daily or 4-hour. This dictates the overall bias. Minor structure, viewed on lower time frames, 5-minute or 15-minute. The conflict. Often, a 5-minute chart will show a bearish structure, lower lows, while the 4-hour chart is in a massive uptrend. Professional traders treat the lower time frame bearish move as a pullback or retracement into a major higher time frame higher low. 4. Supply and demand zones. Structure isn't just about lines, it's about where orders are sitting. Internal range liquidity, the noise between the major swing points. External range liquidity, the stop sitting just above the swing highs or below the swing lows. When a break of structure occurs, it often leaves behind a point of interest, POI, usually an order block or an inefficient move, fair value gap, where the big institutional move started. Traders look for price to return to these zones to find an entry. Summary checklist for analyzing structure. 1. Identify the current range. Where is the most recent significant high and low? 2. Determine the bias. Is price making HHHL or LHLL? 3. Wait for the BOS. Has price confirmed the trend by breaking the high/low? 4. Look for the CHACH. Has price broken the protected lower high, signaling a reversal? 5. Check the higher time frame. Does my intraday structure align with the daily trend? The foundation of any trend isn't just a diagonal line on a chart. It is a psychological and mathematical battle between supply and demand. Understanding the foundation means identifying when a trend has the strength to continue versus when it is merely exhausted and ready to snap back. Here is a breakdown of the core mechanics that make up a trend foundation. 1. The 3 phases of a trend. Drawing from Dow theory, every foundational trend moves through 3 distinct phases of participation. Accumulation phase. This is the base. Informed smart money begins entering positions while the general public is still bearish or disinterested. Price action is usually sideways or choppy here. Public participation. Markup. This is the meat of the trend. Prices move rapidly as technical traders and the general public recognize the direction. This is where most trend-following strategies thrive. Distribution phase. The trend begins to lose momentum. The smart money that bought in the accumulation phase starts selling to the latecomers. This often forms climax tops or rounded tops. 2. Momentum versus velocity. A strong trend foundation is defined by the relationship between the impulse and the corrective move. Impulse legs. These should be fast, high volume, and cover significant distance. If the candles are large and have small wicks, the foundation is strong. Corrective legs, pullbacks. For a healthy trend, pullbacks should be shallow and low volume. The 50% rule. A healthy trend foundation usually sees pullbacks that do not exceed the 50% retracement level of the previous impulse leg. If a pullback goes deeper than 61.8% or 78.6%, the foundation is weakening, suggesting a transition into a trading range. 3. Trend confluence. The support-resistance flip. The most reliable trend foundation occurs when previous resistance becomes new support in an uptrend. When price breaks a ceiling, resistance, and then returns to test that same level as a floor, support, it confirms that buyers are now willing to defend a price point they previously couldn't break. If price falls straight back through the old resistance, the trend foundation was hollow, often referred to as a liquidity grab or a fake-out. 4. Volume and breadth. A trend's foundation is reinforced by the amount of participation behind it. Volume confirmation. In a healthy uptrend, volume should expand on the up moves and dry up on the pullbacks. If price is making new highs but volume is decreasing, the trend is diverging, meaning fewer people are willing to buy at these higher prices. Correlation, market breadth. A trend in an individual stock has a stronger foundation if its sector or the broader market, like the S&P 500, is moving in the same direction. When a stock tries to trend upward while the broader market is falling, that trend is on shaky ground. 5. Trend maturity, the parabolic move. The foundation of a trend is most stable when the slope is sustainable, roughly 45 degrees. When a trend becomes parabolic, the slope becomes near vertical, the foundation is actually at its weakest. This is known as a climax move. Because there are no support floors built during a vertical move, the crash back down is usually just as fast because there are no structural levels to catch the fall. Summary table, evaluating trend health. Indicator. Strong foundation, weak/failing foundation. Pullbacks. Shallow, low volume. Deep, high volume. Candle size. Large impulse. Small correction. Small impulse. Large, choppy candles. Structure. Clear HHHL sequence. Overlapping candles failing to make new highs. Slope. Consistent, steady angle. Vertical, parabolic, or flattening out.